2021. Yeah, these just sproinged up. They're yellow. They come up every year. They were here when I moved in, and they come up every year. I don't have a particular direction for this video, so we're just going to kind of wing it. Just want to show you that spring has finally sprung in New York. These things are called Rose of Sharon, and they planted themselves out of nowhere. They're getting kind of big. I think that's the third one there. Yeah, it's got the same leaves. So I'm going to just leave them for now. They haven't bloomed or done anything. They don't do that till end of August, September maybe. They're late in that regard. Don't remember what this plant was called. I just call it the purple plant because there's a purple pot there. We actually just bought it in the pot, put it there, and the roots grew through the pot and it just took over. Comes back every year. This all has to be cleared away. I'll take care of that. I have a lot of winter cleanup to do. I think I had mentioned that they had some dicks come in and clear away this area. You can see how a lot of the branches of that are cut, and a few of them fell over the fence. I'm not going to say anything about that. It just is, and whatever. But I'm going to have to trim this thing again every year. It's like out of control and there's no way to stop it. It just grows incessantly. And just a week or two ago, there was no growth on this whatsoever. The worst part is it's got these little damn thorns. So they hurt. That's nice. So yeah, we got to clean that up. Clean this up when I trim this and that. You know, I'll put that in the garbage with it. The ACs are here. Yeah, we're going to be doing a startup this year coming up. Don't know when yet. It's early April 7, 6, something like that right now of 2021. So not starting these for weeks, if not even a month and a half, maybe not even till the end of May, even early June. Depends on when we need them and how the weather fares. Grass weeds are just growing out of nowhere. That just happened. We have a new addition to this strange wildlife around here. The furry plants. Don't know where these came from. They just grow. They're all fuzzy, almost like an Easter bunny. They're really cool. So we got them there. There's one just started by itself. Some back there. I don't think they're invasive. I mean, they're invading, but they're not invasive to the AC, not like when I had the big plunt here. A couple more growing in there. They just showed up. There's one over there. Looks like a baby one here, so we're going to have a lot of fuzzies around here. All this from the tropical plant. Got to pull all those out. These are easy to pull out. Well, they're supposed to be. See, they just break off in that. Yeah, going to be opening the pool in May sometime as well. Hoses and everything were blown out for the winter. So not much else to report over here. The bug killer, we'll get to this in a minute. This is hanging by a thread. Actually, it's not going anywhere, but it's squeaky. I can't really see too well. I think I had a video on this at one point, but this metal ring had worn rubbing on this metal hook, which is going to fall out maybe. This thing is as old as I am practically. I think my dad bought this 1983, so it's 4 years younger than me. The pole he had never used to lean like this, but it's staying for now, so we're gonna just leave that. The solar lights around the pool I put on the table. Oh yeah, they'll be fine. They weren't fine. All the chairs blew over. The plants, I think they all fell off the hooks when the snow came off of the roof, so that was nice. These were on the table. So all this is table stuff. I haven't picked up the chairs because I don't know when anything is happening yet. The fire pit. Here's the screen from the orange alleged waterproof camera that I burned. The hose is gray. It used to be green. This one. And if we take that over, down over here, you can see my pool pump. The Little Giant pool pump. Now, it's going to be hard for me to find the clip, but I know I have a clip somewhere of this pump emptying the water in one of the garbage cans. And there was always like an oil slick on top of the water, and I never understood what it was. And then one day I plugged the pump in and nothing came out. Yeah, he's dead, Jim. This happened January, I'm guessing. So I bought one just like it, which is in the pool. And I didn't put the green hose back on it for two reasons. One, if you look at the diameter of the two, the green hose is a lot thinner. And I think they still sell hoses of that diameter. But the reason I didn't use it, yeah, now it wants to cooperate. Yeah, did you hear that the little crack? It's so shot, so dry rotted, so horrible that I called this gray hose back into service. This used to be my front garden hose. Had a video about this long time ago, quite a number of years ago. And the end of it started squirting out right in that seam there, so this fitting is shot. And I didn't feel like fixing it, so I just got a whole new hose. Because you could spend, for a good repair kit, you can spend like $8, $9 they get for these things. Ridiculous. So I said, screw it, let me just get another hose. This one wasn't that great. So that's it. It's just here for it's the new pool drain hose. All the little fuzzies on the lawn like that, they just popped up out of nowhere recently. This thing is large. This was about a quarter of the size when I moved in. I had a picture somewhere. I'm not going to find it for the video. Had a video on a tree that was growing here that pushed on the fence. You can see in the corner it's not mated up where it's supposed to be. It broke the fence, but I had the people. There was an old man who lived there. Pretty sure he passed away at this point. There's new neighbors. They're quiet for the most part. They've been out barbecuing a few times already. Haven't met them, don't know their names or anything. They have a fucking dog, and it barks, and I hate these fucking people for it already. They had cats, they'd be quiet. Yeah. So that's nice. Nobody likes a barking dog. Nobody likes a barking dog. Not even the owner. Not even the owner. They're always like, shut up, stop. What are you barking about? You know, shit like that. They're always just trying to get it to stop. Nobody likes the sound. Just don't get one. This has been here forever. This is here so you can poke your eye out. So that's nice. These just blew over here. I normally stack them up, but I asked the wife. She said, oh no, everything will be fine. It wasn't fine. It wasn't. The flag blew off. It somehow worked its way. This is like really hard to do. It had to work its way all the way around this hook and find its way off of that and blew off into there. And I had to climb in there to get it. So there's that. That plant's dead. More rows of Sharon here. This toppled over early on. It got way twisted up and then did that. This is nice and shiny. That rusted for no reason. Just did. Don't know. Don't know. Over here, it's the chininess, you know. It's rusting nicely wherever. Oh, it's powder coated. Well, not the inside. It's rusting there. So anyway, that was free from China. Don't think I released the video on this yet. Pool's just here. You know, can't do anything with it now. I've been religiously draining water off the cover. Could run the pump. Maybe we'll do that before I close the video out. This is what's left of the berry plants that grow every year. Oh, this was cool. Noticed this the other day. Yeah. Oh my, it's, I don't know what that is. I don't know. I'm scared of whatever that is. I don't know. A dead ball that popped. So I gotta clean all these out. This old shop vac. This has been, I haven't used this in a few years. I got this as soon as I moved in. It was one of the first purchases I made. And then I loaned it to XJoe81X, who, through no fault of his own, this was involved in a fire. A house that caught fire. He was going to rent the upstairs of a house around here many years ago, and that house caught fire. Didn't spread completely to the upstairs, but it was smoke damaged, smelled like a fire. The hose got melted and had holes in it, so that's what's left is some duct tape, some more duct tape. The switches on it broke. I had to hot glue them on. There was no way to actually rewire it because the wires are about this long. So it ran last I knew. The bearings are shot. It sounds awful. Maybe one of these years I'll pull it out, see if it still runs. I just didn't even bother. I had purchased a replacement for it. It wasn't Joe's responsibility to replace the vacuum because he didn't cause the fire, and it really was just, I just got, you know, the short end of the stick in the deal. But, you know, I would have felt bad. I don't know. It just is. But I have a replacement, brand new in the box, that I bought, like, then. Never taken out. It's in the garage somewhere. Over here, nothing going on. This clock I had fixed a number of times. It ain't no 3 o'clock. Probably more like 4. 20 after 4 would be a great time. I had to fix this. See the glue in there? That's actually low temperature hot glue. The hands had fallen off the center, whatever you call it. And I put a new battery in. It had the battery that was in there was corroded, and I cleaned the contacts on it, but for some reason it's like an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes slow. And I don't adjust it for daylight savings time because nobody looks at it in the winter. So there's that. More damage from winter over here. The berry plant that has fallen over, and these that have fallen over. This actually happened in the summer. We had like a freak windstorm, and it knocked this stuff over. This is the, I don't know, the melon grass plant or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. The bees like it, I know that, but it dies, and then I have to go and pull it out. The green stuff there is new growth because it comes back every year. And somebody once told me what this is. It looks kind of like lemongrass, but it's not. So I forget. If anybody remembers, you can tell me. Let's see. Back over here. Extra recycle bins I've collected. Bottles that need to be returned. I think this was the Chatalians because of the blue paint on it. I mean, who else is going to use a bucket to paint stuff? You know. So anyway, that rolled over onto my property, so that just disappeared. Oh, we got a broken bottle or two in there. That's always nice for getting them out, if they'll even scan and return thing. But if I take them back, we'll see. I could just put them out for actually garbage. They can't even be recycled anymore. They stopped taking glass for recycling. Ended up with a square one somehow. Don't like it, but that's the new ones they give to everybody, so I got 3 spare round ones because I like them better. This garbage can showed up in front of the Bluick one day. It's just at the corner of the fence there when it was snow on the ground. It wasn't mine. I left it there. I left it for 3 weeks, a month. Nobody claimed it, so I did. It's got some holes in it, but it's still serviceable for a while. It was standing up, so that's that. What's left of the old barbecue. Was gonna make like a thing out of it. Hasn't happened yet. The pipes for draining the pool out the solar drain, which is over here. And this stuff I gotta clear out. Is that the old post lamp? I ought to just throw it out. Thought maybe I was going to take parts from it or sit. It's garbage. It's just here. So that'll sit there for another 30 years. Yeah, that's really about it for the backyard. Winter was very unkind, so I got some sprucing up to do back here. And as you see, this just popped up out of nowhere. Just like overnight, these things start popping up. I don't know. And also here, don't understand, the grass just here is like fucking 6 inches high. There's one other thing that I happen to come across. But before we get to it, I forgot I was going to show you the pool pump running, which is kind of nice that I'm editing the video and it's still light out, so I can do that and we can just make believe I never forgot. So here we go. There we go. That's chooching along nicely. With this hose, holy crap, this thing chooches so much better just because of the increased diameter. And it just so happens to be hitting the old green hose. Obviously, I gotta throw that out. I haven't done any cleanup or anything in the backyard yet. It's just almost that time. It seems to drain here just fine. I just threw it over this. I don't remember why at the time, but yeah, this fire pit, I need to. China almost sent me a fire pit, but it didn't end up working out, so I didn't get one. Maybe one day, we'll see. It's getting to be that time of year where it might happen. The sister gave me this soon after I moved in, I think, and China, but for, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, I guess it served its purpose. So yeah, that's just chooching. It goes so much faster now than it did with that old green hose. Maybe the old pump wasn't up to snuff anymore. Maybe the smaller diameter of it was what was choking it. I think that's what it was. But man, this fucker goes quick now, so I like that kind. All the boxes on the table are a bunch of solar gadgetry, solar lights from China. So I'll sort through that and see what I might use. The 2 round balls right there were in the pool. One of them died, so we're gonna China-nize that. But XJoe81X and I were out, a few weeks ago now, and somebody threw out this table. It's a long, skinny table. And yeah, the finish is beat on it, but that's nothing a tablecloth can't fix. See, it's like crumbling off and that. I wanted to like hit it to get all the loose stuff off, as you see there. And then I was going to put a tablecloth on it and put it behind the couch. I always wanted like a long table there, but that's a whole project in and of itself. I had started cleaning up behind the couch already and found a box where there were things I had forgotten about that I once knew I had, and made videos of all of that. You won't see it now, of course, because you're seeing this video instead. But otherwise, that's it. Just packed in here for winter, all the pool stuff and that. And yeah, it's not looking good. And one of these days I'm going to get out there and clean up all the brush, throw all of that out, and get the backyard ready for spring and summer. And don't know about trimming the bushes there like I did last year. I had a video on that. By the way, I hope anybody has made it this far. I've been putting links in the prescription to things I mentioned in the video, like previous videos that I had on certain subjects. So always read the prescription, because there's a wealth more information. Could be a video you missed or something like that. So always check that out. Maybe something you might want to rewatch if you watched it back in the day. So that's going to do it for Sproing of 2021. Thanks so much for watching. There will be more to come as time marches on. So stay tuned for the AC startups and the garage AC startup and the garage fan and all that wonderful twerpy stuff out there. And of course the pool, we'll be doing that as well. So thanks once again. Always check the prescription for links to other videos in my more recent ones, because I've been doing that. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.